Hey guys, it's Cat Norseman, and I'm doing a very fun, different, and interesting video. As we know, many people think that there is actually, in fact, only two comic shared universes in existence. Now, that's not a surprise because obviously the Marvel universe and the DC universe, Marvel and DC, they're two massive dynasties, pretty much. Both been around for 75 years, both huge, both have some great, incredible storylines and brilliant male and female characters, heroes and villains. But what if I told you there was actually much more than Marvel and DC out there that is not just comics but actually shared universes? Plus, they're actually still around to this day, and there's actually many of them. So let's go for it. I'm not going to go in detail about how every single universe could do well live action. That's going to just take forever, pretty much, because then this video could go on for an hour. But I'm just going to go on and tell you some details about every single universe that you didn't know about. Okay, the first one pretty much is, something that I've been talking about for a very long time, and yes, it is the Valiant universe. As we know, Valiant are going to be having a Valiant Cinematic Universe in the future, starting in 2017, and then will expand after their first phase, but that's not really what this is about. Valiant have been around for 25 years, and ever since they started, they have been doing a shared universe. They have great characters like Exo Man of War, Ninja, Eternal Warrior, Bloodshot, Harbinger, and many more great characters. Every year they continue to get more and more popular, and their storyline, their crossover storylines, are just absolutely freaking epic, and tend to steal the show every year from Marvel and DC and any other publisher. For me, Valiant are the best in the business right now when it comes to comics and everything, and they are the next pretty much upcoming, comic book shared universe dynasty to pretty much make, Marvel and DC pretty much, instead of the big two, the big three. So for me, Valiant are just basically, as you could say it, the shit right now. Here's another. The next universe I'm going to bring up is the Vertigo DC Comics universe. Now, many people have obviously asked this question: is the Vertigo DC Comics publisher, is that connected to DC or is it its own universe? Well, it could be both, because remember, Vertigo is doing characters that are set in the DC universe and everything, and putting it into its own universe. It has characters like the Justice League Dark of Swamp Thing, Constantine, Zatanna, Deadman, and also other characters like V for Vendetta, Fables. I can't actually remember. I think Sandman as well. And as we know, Warner Brothers do have plans to actually make New Line Cinema make a slate of Vertigo DC Comics films and everything. So yeah, pretty much. So to be honest, it's kind of a situation where you could either choose: is it a part of the DC universe or is it not? So it's kind of, that's why I think Warner Brothers are gonna do it where it's not connected and everything, so it can basically, so they can have like a second big comic book franchise in existence. So I think with Vertigo, you can kind of like decide if if it is or isn't, basically. But yeah, moving on next is basically, we have two comic shared universes from Dark Horse Entertainment, aka Dark Horse Comics. The first one is Hellboy and the Miglerverse. Hellboy shares, in the last few years, has been sharing a universe with the RPD people. And pretty much they both, as we all know, were in their own comics series before, and now have actually started to cross over in this shared universe. This universe has actually been a big hit, and this is apparently the beginning of something really huge for Dark Horse in the future. Obviously, I've always wanted to see Hellboy in a universe, and Hellboy does deserve it because he's an awesome, comic book household name and everything. But yeah, the next universe is the Project Black Sky universe. This universe is a lot bigger. This has been around for 3 years. It's one of the universes that are still in development of, making its universe bigger and bigger, but this universe is really, really great. It has amazing dark characters like Captain Midnight, X, the Occultist, Ghost, the Blackout, Brain Boy, Skyman, and many more. This universe, I reckon, would be absolutely amazing on the big screen and everything, but that's obviously up to Dark Horse when they want to take the Project Black Sky universe and also the Hellboy Miglerverse to the big screen eventually. Alright, we're going to move away from that. We're going to go to Skybound Entertainment, which is partnered with Image Comics. And I think a lot of people here, especially Image fans, are going to get excited when I talk about this. But yes, and I think they know what I'm hinting to. And that is the Invincible universe. Yes, pretty much as we know, Invincible started out as a character having his own series and everything, an amazing character, but eventually, Robert Kirkman, who has his own publisher company now, which is known as Skybound Entertainment, ended up taking Invincible and many other characters and putting them in a comic book shared universe, which was amazing and has actually been a big hit for many, many years. It is an absolute amazing universe. I love Invincible, and also it has the likes of Guardians of the Globe, the Astounding Wolfman, Tech Jacket, and many more. And I think this would be absolutely brilliant as a, live action cinema universe. It'd just be really cool. The next universe is also a thing that is another publisher that is partnered with Image Comics, is Top Cow Productions. And this is the Top Cow universe. This universe has been actually in existence for I think over 10 years, and this universe just continues to get bigger and better. It has the likes of The Darkness, Witchblade, Cyberforce, and many, many more. Plus, they have the epic, crossover event of the 13 Artifacts, which is absolutely amazing. This world, which is set in the present time, is absolutely just incredibly brilliant. And if this actually became a live-action shared universe on the big screen, holy mother of God, this could absolutely really shake things up with the competition. But yeah, now we're going to move on to Dynamite Entertainment. And Dynamite actually, in fact, have 2 universes, but also could split it into 3, interestingly enough. Dynamite Entertainment have the Superpowers universe, which has the likes of the Black Terror, the Silver Scribe, I can't remember who else is in it. I think Green Llama, Green Llama, and many, many more as well. They also have the Masks people like, Zorro, Black Bats, Miss Fury, Masquerade. They have a lot of awesome superheroes from the Golden Age, basically, in this and stuff. And basically, this universe, which has been relaunched again and is a universe that many, many comic fans really, really love, I think this would be absolutely epic if this actually went live action and everything, because you would have so many Golden Age cool superheroes. It also has the Green Hornet involved. But also, another thing I'm actually going to bring up is if, because there is an event called the Masks crossover event, which has the likes of Green Hornet, the Shadow, the Spider, and many others, you actually could split the Superpowers universe in half and basically have Superpowers universe with all the main superheroes, and you could then have it with the Masks universe too. But if not, you can just have it into one universe, and that would be cool as well, because you could basically have the Masks being the dark element of the universe, and then pretty much having the Superpowers people being the main part of the universe. Now, we're going to go to the second universe of Dynamite, pretty much. And that is the late Jack Kirby's Geneisis universe. Now, rest in peace to Jack Kirby, one of the greatest comic book artists and creators of all time, helped Stan Lee built the dynasty that is known as the Marvel Universe. And Dynamite Entertainment in 2011 basically took loads of Jack Kirby's creations that had not really been published or anything in comics anywhere, took them and put them into a shared universe, which is absolutely stunning. Just look at this art; it's just absolutely beautiful, and these characters are absolutely brilliant and epic. And this would also be another universe that could be absolutely epic on the big screen and everything. But moving on away from that one. Boom Studios, in a way, have 2 universes, comic shared ones. They have the Traveling Mindbenders shared universe, which is kind of shared between 3 heroes, created by the legendary Stan Lee, by the way. The Traveler, Starborn of the double act of Starborn, and also Soldier Zero. Basically, these characters were in their own little, pretty much their own solo series, and then eventually they had this big, massive crossover event, which was absolutely amazing. And I would actually think that would just be really, really cool if that happened one day. The other universe is the Warhammer 40,000 pretty much universe. Now, this isn't basically these characters I don't think cross over so much. I'm not really sure. I've just started to get into Warhammer. I just know it's a comic book shared universe and everything that's just absolutely epic by the look of it. And basically, there's a lot of wars and battles going all over the universe, but this would be so fucking cool. I think it lately actually started getting into video games and everything, so I'm definitely going to check those out. And I definitely tell everyone to definitely check out these 2 shared universes by Boom Studios. The next universe is by Big Dog Inc. Digital Comics, which is called the Critter Universe. This is a universe mainly for female badass superheroes, which also has males too, which is really cool. But I think this would be a very different and unique universe and everything. And with Big Dog Inc. really on the rise, I think they've been around for 10 years or something. I can't actually remember, but they're like an upcoming publisher that is just really, really cool and everything and awesome. The next universe is pretty much something that was back in the day on its own, but is now owned by DC. It is the Wildstorm universe, which in a way is still published. It's basically at DC and Warner Brothers right now. And I think with the Wildstorm universe, this has the likes of Wildcats and many more awesome characters. I think basically the same thing what I said with Dynamite. What they could do is, and we are seeing that DC are willing to do this. If DC were, if DC are willing to separate the Vertigo stuff from the DC Cinematic Universe, they could, if they wanted a third universe or second universe, they could actually do the Wildstorm universe. And remember, it would be under their name, guys, and everything. And that would just be absolutely epic to see the Wildstorm universe come to life, because it's just absolutely freaking awesome. Now, another universe which isn't really, it's not like Wildstorm where DC own it as a whole, it is set in an alternate universe, is the Ultraverse, which used to be a complete universe, but now, Marvel bought it out back in the day, and it's now, I think Marvel just bought the main parts of it, and it's just called the Ultraforce. Yeah, basically. And, Marvel basically just have, like, I think they back in the... I can't remember if the series is still going, but basically they used to have it, basically. But knowing Marvel, they love to expand the MCU, so I would love actually to see at least an Ultra Force movie in the future of the MCU. And I don't think Marvel would mind that, because Ultra Force is epic. Now, one more universe that does exist, or did exist, is Pino's Superhero. This was done by Pina Superheroes. It is called the Solana Universe. Now, I don't actually know if this universe really even got up and running. I don't think this universe is really going because we barely heard anything about it, like, at all, really, for, like, ages. So, I think this was created in the 2000s, but yeah, pretty much. But as a whole, when it comes to universes that are very active, there are literally about 14 or 15 comic shared universes in existing, including Marvel and DC, by the way. So there is actually a lot for you guys to actually check out. So if you think Marvel and DC's it, definitely check out these other publishers. They're absolutely amazing. So yeah. Well, guys, I hope you've really enjoyed the video and learned a lot. I'm basically going to leave now because, that was one hell of a rush and I needed to take a definitely big break. But yeah, this was a really fun video. I really enjoyed talking about a lot of publishers I love and everything. And yeah, I hope you've learned some things, guys. And I hope you check out these publishers. They're amazing. So yeah, leave a like and comment for your opinions, subscribe for more videos, for more, guys, and bye.